Hello, ladies and gents. You are now welcome to the ninth edition of the Ox and the Big Panda Show. Moving right along. Got a big week ahead, big week behind us. Big storylines this week. I am one of the two hosts of this show, Samuel Ox Ferguson.
And I am Jerome, the Big Panda Collins.
All right, man, what you got, bro?
Well, first off, we can get into that Baylor and TCU game. What was your thoughts on that game there? The lack of?
I'm not gonna lie, I have zero thoughts on that game because I did not watch it.
You didn't see any of it? You saw the score though, huh?
No, yeah, I saw the score. It was way up there. It's got to be some kind of record for two teams.
Yeah, what I came across was the zero defense. Just two teams out there basically seeing what the offense can do because the defense obviously can't do anything.
Glorified scrimmage.
That's all it was.
Okay.
Don't know what's going on with these Texas teams, man, but not looking good. I mean, other than my Cowboys, but we'll get into that in a little while.
Well, that's all good for me because I fucking hate University of Texas, and them boys look like shit.
Yeah, I know you do, Mr. Wildcat yourself. Y'all didn't do too good this weekend either.
No, but we barely lost. And we're still ranked, by the way, so it's all good. We're ranked number 16. Where's UT ranked?
Hey,
out of the top 25.
We're not here to discuss rankings, are
we? I mean, that's what the rest of the nation goes by, so, whatever.
Yeah. Anything else on your mind you want to discuss?
Yeah, before, I'm going to kick into it early, man, because it's bothering me. Floyd Money Mayweather called Stephen A. Smith out and went on this, I call it the ignorant athlete tirade of you never played, you never boxed, you never did this, you never did that, so how the fuck you going to criticize what we do, so on and so forth. And to be quite honest with you, man, he was way out of pocket, and I mean way out of pocket. Stephen A. Smith is a journalist. All he said was, "You are running or ducking from Manny Pacquiao if you don't fight him. If you don't fight him, nobody wants to see Amir Khan." I said that weeks ago. Nobody wants to see that fight. That's one of the more asinine fights. I mean, you're fighting a guy who's been knocked out in the last 2 years. I don't understand what's the point of that. Danny Garcia beat Amir Khan handily within 4 or 5 rounds. I think it was round 4 he knocked him out. So why don't you fight Danny Garcia? Well, you won't fight Danny Garcia because he's not a pay-per-view name. Amir Khan's not either. So you only have really 2 other choices of pay-per-view names: Cotto and Canelo. And I mean, and Manny Pacquiao. So I don't get his ducking because I'm calling it ducking now. I mean, honestly, if he was gonna fight Manny, he would say, "I'm gonna wait until this Chris Algieri fight to see what shakes out next month. If he wins, I'm calling his agent, his manager, whatever, that night. We're gonna set this damn fight up because I want him." It's not the case right now. He's going around in circles, saying all this blah blah blah. You got his father out here saying that he sees the Manny fight happening and all this other stuff. I don't get it, man. Why not?
We talked about this some weeks ago. Brought it up briefly. I told you I didn't see it happening. I told you I think he'll probably fight Amir Khan. You told me basically the same thing you just said. That'd be asinine. No need to do it. I brought this conversation up today at work. People were saying Pacquiao has nothing to prove to fight, or Mayweather has nothing to prove to fight for Pacquiao. And my question was, well, what does Amir Khan have to prove?
But whoever, I would ask you this: go back to them and tell them that they're lying. He has everything to prove. And the reason I say that is because when you talk about generational greatness within boxers, which is why I said what I said about Mike Tyson, some shows back, that you can't be considered TBE, the best ever, if you don't fight everybody within your generation to fight. That is why for me in this generation, the best boxer would be Bernard Hopkins, just because he fights everybody he's supposed to be fighting.
Yeah, he fought everybody.
And he's damn near 50. So anyway, I didn't say B Hop was the most skilled and all that. I'm just saying that for what your criteria is to beat the best, he's done that. Felix Trinidad, Oscar De La Hoya in his prime, Roy Jones in the rematch. Look, the dude's done his due diligence, and Floyd. The question you have to pose to them is, if you want, how can you crown Floyd the best ever if he has not fought Manny Pacquiao, who is, even if Floyd don't care, it's his contemporary, because nobody else is carrying a pay-per-view but Manny Pacquiao. Amir Khan will not sell one ticket. Here's the thing. If they were to make the Manny Pacquiao Floyd fight, neither one of them, the only obligations they would have to do to promote the fight is the press conferences, not every promotional tour that they go on. They wouldn't need it. That fight's so big, they can concentrate on training. That fight is massive. They would show that fight on the side of a mountain in the Philippines. So I mean, it would be massive.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. I mean, you know how I feel about it. I feel like Mayweather has to fight Pacquiao. No ifs, ands, buts about it. I've been saying this for the last 5 fights, that it has to be Pacquiao next. They're saying, well, he has 2 fights left. Well, let's say he fights Amir Khan, something happens and he knocks out Mayweather, Amir Khan does, which I know won't happen. But let's say it happened, would he then still be able to fight Pacquiao? No, he wouldn't do it. I think he needs to fight Pacquiao. This 49th fight. If Pacquiao loses, they may rematch, and there goes that 50th fight.
And to add on to your point about the rematch, it'd be bigger than the first fight.
Way bigger than the first fight.
Unless Floyd knocked Manny out in the first fight, which wouldn't be warranted a rematch. Unless that happened, if it went 12 rounds and it was close, and the 12th round was a slugfest and they were punching each other in the middle of the ring, Rocky style, that would be the biggest rematch in history. In history. Just because of the movement that Manny Pacquiao has behind him, and the legion of people that want to see Floyd lose. People buy Floyd fights, really, I think half of them to see him lose.
I agree with you 100%. There's millions of people that tune in just to see if he's going to lose this fight, or if he's going to lose that fight. But it needs to happen. Nobody else deserves a fight but Pacquiao. So give it to him. Give it to him, Mayweather. I'm not going to say you're running.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, I'm not going to say you're dodging. I'm going to say you're running. And I've been saying that. I don't know how long I've been saying that. You fools have called me fools. But it is what it is.
Now, the reason being is, why now, I don't know, because Manny hadn't knocked anybody out in years. So I don't know if you can fear the power. If your first point was that Manny might be on some performance-enhancing drug, then he's off of it now, because he ain't knocked anybody out in like 4 or 5 years. And neither has Floyd. So, to me, on that end, the power is probably a draw. Now, skill is going to go to Mayweather. He's a counter-puncher deluxe. Manny Pacquiao is going to come doing his jump punches and all this, and he's going to get caught several times. But anyway, man, I'm moving on from that. Let me hop on. Let's jump right into the meat, which I see a big issue, and I'm on 2 sides of the fence on this. We had a player arrested Monday, and this is the Dallas Cowboys I'm speaking of, after their biggest win they've had in the would you say that's the biggest win they've had in the last 5 years?
I would almost say it's the biggest win they've had in the last 10 years. I would almost say it's the biggest win they've had since the Romo era.
Okay, I agree with that. Okay, so bigger than the Seattle playoff loss, correct?
Yeah.
So, we had a player arrested stealing from a mall. There's several factors that go into that of his stupidity. We're gonna put him in the we're gonna call this the Dumb Negro Club, and that's where he goes. Really talented receiver. I mean, excuse me, really talented running back. Really talented. More shifty than DeMarco, and he actually runs with power also. I think his power is kind of on par, because I saw him give it to some people on the run that he had. He decided to steal, ladies and gentlemen, cologne and undies.
Underwear. Now, mind you, real quick, I don't mean to interrupt you.
No, go ahead. No, I was about to ask you to take it away.
Mind you, it's a mall. Now, he wasn't in Neiman's. He wasn't in any. This dude was in Dillard's.
He wasn't at the Gucci store.
And he stole cologne. Mind you, it wasn't a full bottle of cologne.
It was a tester, right?
A tester. A tester. I wish I had a grenade so I could just drop it on that dude. Matter of fact, that's just dude is. He went full. I can't say the word, but he went full.
Yeah, he went that. Yeah, go ahead. He went exactly that. The Cowboys came out today and said they're not going to suspend him, which they shouldn't. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the team that had Michael Irvin sniffing coke off asses in hotels. So, whatever. And you know, look, it's just to me he'll be so embarrassed. He'll end up flying straight from here on out. But I'm curious, how badass was that cologne that you had to put it in your pocket?
And I don't know if you saw exactly what he said during the whole thing.
No, I have not heard his statement yet.
If you saw any of the police report, basically, he bought what he bought, put the cologne in the bag, and he walked over and got the underwear, put it in the bag, the dealer sack that he had, and then he saw the old man, his words, old man, and just said to himself, "Damn, they busted me." Man, are you that big of an idiot that you're going to be in Dillard's first off? To even, I mean, I know you got to have some kind of money. You don't have to be making millions.
No. I think the direct quote today from ESPN First Take was $426,000 is what he's making this season.
And you can't get no draws.
You can buy a $1,000 bottle of cologne. Easy. You can fly to France and have them custom make you a cologne.
Make you some. And while you're there, they can make the draws too.
They can make the draws too. They can do a measurement of your nut sack and everything. You know, custom made undies with $426,000 a year.
Yeah, that.
What is it with Cowboys and malls? There's Brian a few years back.
Sagging.
Got into it with a security guard for sagging.
Sagging. Well.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
I'd rather them be getting in trouble in the malls and getting in trouble on I-30 with all this illegal substance in their car, and then go to jail for that.
They probably do have.
Yeah,
But anyway,
but
I'm not
anyhow,
into this conversation. I don't have any insider knowledge. Uh,
doesn't take much.
but
Uh,
anyway, look, man, what that really did was downplay a humongous week in Cowboy Nation. Um, we went up to Seattle and punched them right in the damn mouth.
bullied them boys. I mean, we bullied them.
If I saw some of the slow down tape of what our offensive line did, which by the way, Doug Free is out, and that does not matter not one iota. Matter of fact, I'm semi glad he's gone. The gentleman they have taken it starts with the P. What is it? But anyway, he he's bigger strength wise, I think, than Free is. So I'm fine with Free being.
Talking about Purnell.
Purnell, yeah, okay. He filled in admirably. They were trying to bring him up slowly, but now he's thrust into that role, and I think he'll handle it well, especially going up against the New York Midgets coming up next, which they have shown who they are by throwing up a 0 against the Eagles.
Against the rivals, it's the NFC. You got to at least get in touchdown. You don't go up and get skunked, get mollywopped like that, man.
Well, you know what? Let's tell the people real quick why during our picks, when we make our picks, people, with our division. The NFC East is the strangest division in NFL and has been for 20 years, for the last 15 seasons.
Indeed.
We beat up on each other. We're like the NFC East is the SEC. We beat each other up because we hate each other. And we know, I mean, like, we hate each other.
Yeah.
We don't respect the Eagles. We don't respect the Redskins. We don't respect the Giants. We hate them. That's the bottom line. You'll see plenty of bulletin board material come out should be starting tomorrow. I'm sure JPP is gonna have something funny to say. As Purnell hopefully pancakes his ass
a few times.
Yeah. And cracks his rib or something. Look, the bottom line is, you people that hate it, you have to understand something. We can maintain this formula because we have more than one running back. As long as that line opens up holes as it's been doing, our third string running backs are going to get 90 yards a game. I'm not discounting Murray and what he's done. What he's done has been phenomenal. He set a record. 6 straight weeks, 100+ yards.
Yep.
He's joined Adrian Peterson and Jim Brown or Sebastian. Which, by the way, real quick caveat on AP. This news coming out of Minnesota, they're going to suspend him regardless, which to me means he's going to be asked to be released at the end of the season. You better know something, people. I don't care how hard he whoops his kid. It's going to be an OU reunited.
Yeah.
With that blue star in 2015. Yeah. Mark my words.
In the Lone Star State.
Yes, sir.
It's definitely going to happen. Dallas Cowboy AP will be here. Already know it.
And Murray will welcome it because it'll extend his career.
Man, you get him and AP in the backfield together.
Tony Romo will have to throw the ball 15 times a game.
That's it. You brought up something about DeMarco being included in with this class of 100 yards per game for the first 6 games.
Emmitt Smith haven't done it.
No, not at all. But it also allows people to really see, to my knowledge, how great Tony Romo can actually be as well when he doesn't have to carry the whole load and pass the ball all the time.
Well, now, give the people your Romo spiel. Now's your time to let the people have it with 5 straight wins. Give them your Romo.
I've been seeing this Romo for the longest. I've been telling you guys he has to have protection. He's got his protection. You've got to have a running game to be able to pass the game. He's got that running game. Romo is at a level of his career now where he has to win. And the Cowboys and Jerry Jones, I'm going to commend Jerry Jones because I thought that was the stupidest move you could ever make. getting Zach Martin, first round, great pick. He's helped out the Cowboys tremendously with that whole offensive line. I'm going to go ahead and give you the applause you deserve on that one note, Jerry Jones. You deserve that. Also, back to what I was saying about Romo, he is being able to have that safety net that he hasn't had in so long. He's been put in situations like Russell Wilson was put in this past Sunday, where he has to drive the ball down in a minute and a half to try to win, and he throws an interception. Let that have been Romo that threw that pick against Seattle, oh, hell would have broken loose. I didn't hear nobody say anything about Russell Wilson throwing that pick in the fourth quarter.
Keep going. Keep going. I know you got more in you, bro.
I'm going to save it for next week because we're going to be 6-1, where we should be 7-0 next week as well. But we gave up that first, 21 points in San Francisco. Y'all people forget about that. We should be 7-0, honestly.
If we played San Fran again, we'd beat them.
Oh, we murdered them. We don't beat them. We murder them.
Look, ladies and gents. I heard. Let me tell you something. I heard something on the Grantland podcast that literally made me want to punch whoever was hosting it. He is a Cowboy hater. He's a Giant fan, which is fine. You're supposed to be a Cowboy hater if you're a Giants fan. We understand that. Panda, this fool said that the other shoe's going to drop, that the Cowboys are a mirage, and Romo's going to start being the old Tony no.
I heard that.
I wish I could have called in. I wish it was live, and I could have took a break from work and called in and said, look, that's wishful thinking on your behalf. Because clearly, who's calling the plays? Linehan?
Scott Linehan.
Linehan is calling the plays. He took the play calling out of Romo's basic twin and Jason Garrett, took it out of his hands and said, let me do what I know this team can do. We have probably the comeback player of the year in Rolando McClain.
There's no doubt about that.
Who has done nothing but flourish in a historic. Not only was it the dead last defense last year, people, it was historically bad.
Historically, one of the worst defenses ever. And I think it was like the second worst ever in NFL history.
We're missing our second-round draft pick on defense. We have a couple players nicked up. We have Sean Lee out. We have DeMarcus Ware gone in Denver. And yet we're better. By the way, D-Ware.
I don't miss you.
At all.
Not at all.
At all. You would have took a roster spot. Maybe when the second-round draft pick, I forget the young man's name, when he comes in, hopefully he's got a lot of pent-up aggression in him. And we still have the SEC Defensive Player of the Year on the practice squad. So, look, this is not a from birth Cowboy fan bloviating and gloating. I'm telling you the eye test. The Dallas Cowboys right now are playing like 2011, 2012 Alabama. Like they're gonna run the ball down your throat. Have middle of the road to almost awesome defense and beat you and dare you to stop it. We dare you to stop the run. You know we're going to run the ball, but you still can't stop it. We ran the ball on the Legion of Boom. We were the first DeMarco Murray was the first 100-yard rusher on that team. I mean against
Seattle.
Against Seattle.
Also, people, they were in the land of the 12th man. Yeah. Where they haven't lost there since they picked up Russell Wilson.
Who nobody wins there.
Nobody.
Now, to be objective, how do you not give Marshawn Lynch the football? I'm questioning the game plan because that guy. I didn't see not single one person tackle that man when he was running that ball.
Me neither. If for some reason they were trying to tame Beast Mode.
And then wanting to put the ball in Russell Wilson's hands? Why? Because what he looked like the week before?
Exactly what?
Against the Redskins?
Against the Deadskins. But unfortunately, we know how it played out. Cowboys came out with the huge victory. Not a moral victory, but a win.
What were we're gonna because we're gonna talk about the boys more obviously when we get into our picks for this upcoming week.
Yeah.
What were our picks last week, man?
All right, I've got them right here in front of me. We had Colts and Texans.
Hold on. First and foremost, did we both pick the Cowboys to win?
I picked the Cowboys. You picked the Seahawks. Then you turned around and said, "You know what? I'm going with the Cowboys."
So then I picked the Cowboys.
You picked the Cowboys.
Okay. All right.
You got the scores pulled up, huh?
Okay. So, Patriots, Bills. We both picked the Patriots, correct?
Correct.
Steelers, Browns. We both picked the Steelers.
God.
Yo, God, what's the head coach's name? I'm forgetting.
You talking about Omar Epps?
Yeah, what? Yeah, Omar Epps with a beard, exactly.
Yeah. I can't think what his name is right now, but
you know what I'm talking about. But is his job? Are they kind of waiting right? I mean, like it's looking grimy right now.
The only thing I can say about that, though, I mean, Pittsburgh's had 3 coaches in the last 40 years.
Yeah, and you know what? He does have a ring.
Yeah, he's got a ring. I don't know what you lose to Buccaneers, and then you turn around and then you lose to the Browns. You don't lose to the Browns, you get your ass whooped by the Browns.
31-10. Okay, so the next game up, I had the Broncos and the Jets. It's time for Rex Ryan to go.
Yeah, we both picked the Broncos on that one.
Okay. We both picked the Lions against the Vikings, correct?
Actually, Sam had the Vikings. I had the Lions.
First of all, let me be real clear when I say this. If it wasn't for, I think, okay, you're right. But look, I did not know going into that game, and I should have did my research. That is my fault. I did not know the Lions had the #1 defense as far as their front 4 in the league. By the way, Dominican Sue didn't even want to be there. And he won't be. Jerry, by the way, if you're listening.
Hint, hint.
You go get that. Because he ain't, #1, he's durable. He's never hurt. #2, he demands a double team every damn play. You go get that. If you get Sue in this offseason, you will allow Sean Lee, you will allow Rolando McClain to go ape shit. They'll go ape shit. Anyway, Aaron Rodgers did what Aaron Rodgers does with that ridiculous release. He had some trickeration with the fake spike in the house that Marino built.
You do with the Dolphins fake spike in Miami. How do you, if you're Miami, how do you let that happen? This is the play Marino made up, the fake spike, yet you let him come in and do it to win the game.
Is there a better pure passer in the NFL than Aaron Rodgers?
Not right now.
Okay.
You'd asked me that 4 years ago, I could have said yeah. 3 years ago, I could have said yeah.
The dude, I'm amazed. I started my football career as a quarterback. Everybody grew taller than me, so I moved to running back. I'm amazed, man. I'm really high on quarterbacks and their mechanics, and Aaron Rodgers is damn near flawless. Moving on, a game that nobody gave a shit about, Tennessee and Jacksonville. They probably had 5 people watch that game. We both picked Tennessee, right?
Tennessee and Jacksonville.
Yeah,
Tennessee.
Okay, we both got this wrong. The first tie of the NFL season, I think it's the first tie since 2011, actually. Carolina versus Baltimore. Excuse me, versus the Bengals.
Cincinnati. Yeah. And you had the Bengals. You had the Bengals. I had the Panthers.
Okay, so we both were wrong.
Both wrong. My question, real quick, Sam. Ox, when are they going to get away with this tie bullshit?
Yo, get away from it. College doesn't do it anymore. Get away from it. Yeah, it's you know what? For the hardcore fans that pay to see, first of all, let's be really clear. If you bet on this game, you are highly upset right now.
Yeah.
The NFL, honestly, ladies and gentlemen, gets most of their revenue from bets. That's why it's so huge. That's why there's fantasy football.
Exactly.
So I don't understand the tie. Cam Newton played his ass off. Best game of the season for him by far.
About time he showed up.
Without Steve Smith, which Steve Smith, because that's the next game I'm looking at, is this ass whooping that the Ravens gave Tampa Bay, which it wasn't even close. It was 48-17, which isn't close, but it wasn't even that close. Flacco threw 5 touchdowns in the first quarter. Let me.
Who does that? Who does that?
You can't even do that on Madden.
No, and I've tried on rookie.
You can't even do that on Madden, people. I'm not making this shit up. They scored 28 points in the first quarter. Wow. That's all. I mean, wow. Now, it won't happen again. But they did play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Next game up, we both picked Chargers versus Raiders, correct?
Chargers, Raiders.
And it got close. 31-28. The Raiders showed some heart.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting to be that close, especially against San Diego. But I guess, with it being a California game, I hope and try to show up.
Can we throw? And they're 0-5, by the way.
They may not win a game.
Can we throw dirt on the Falcons? Because they got pretty handily beat by the
Bears.
And
we both had the Chicago win that game also.
I'm throwing dirt. I mean, Matt Ryan. I don't get it. I don't get it. And to me, you Andy Dalton. Matty Ice.
Matty Ice.
Gonzalez helping you out.
Matty Ice, baby.
Cardinals and Redskins. You both picked Cardinals, right?
I had the Card. I mean, you had the Cardinals. I had the Redskins.
Okay. That was foolish.
I mean.
And it was 13. I mean, excuse me, it was 20-30, but it wasn't even that close. It really
wasn't that close. It wasn't.
Watching some of that game, it wasn't even that close. The Cardinals, by the way, are 4-1. They have one loss like the Cowboys did.
Yeah, and we have them coming up. I think 2 games away.
Yes.
Something like that, somewhere around there. Yeah.
It's gonna be a good test because Larry Fitzgerald is a ball player.
Yeah.
And runs extremely precise routes.
Yeah, their defense is a little suspect though to me.
Yeah, well, the quarterback situation is in flux right now.
Exactly.
Because Carson Palmer is not healthy, any stretch of imagination. Okay, and then the game that I really care about, the Giants and the Eagles. The Giants scored 0 points.
You had the Eagles. I had the Giants.
Okay. And in the Monday night game, San Fran Rams.
We both had.
And once again, it's a divisional game. They're going to play each other rough. Honestly, if the Rams had a quarterback, they might have won that game.
Yeah, they're really missing Sammy B right now.
No, they don't miss. They don't miss Sam Bradford whatsoever. He's not their guy. Anyway, moving on. This upcoming week, are you ready? You got the Jets and the Pats.
Jets and the Packers?
No, the Pats.
The Pats, okay.
I'm picking the Patriots, man. Gronkowski, bear down, Zona, is
I'm going Pats too, of course, against the Jets.
looking good, man. This game is going to be an ass whooping, I hope. I hate the Dolphins. Miami versus Bears. I'm going Bears.
Yeah, I got Bears.
That's at home for the Bears anyway. Colts, Bengals.
It's gonna be a good game.
Hold on, we didn't. I'm sorry, I missed the game from last week. The Texans versus Andrew Luck. That's what it was.
Oh yeah, yeah.
J.J. Watt had an outstanding game. Awesome. But
I don't see J.J. Watt wanting to stay in Houston too much longer.
but he just signed another contract, so he's gonna be there.
Yeah.
Too late.
He's gonna find out how to opt out.
Too late. Anyway, Colts Bengals. I had the Colts.
I got Colts.
Okay. Browns Jags. I think we're both gonna pick Cleveland.
I got Cleveland. Sorry, Johnny Manziel. I don't think you're gonna be playing this year unless what's his name gets hurt. Hoyer gets hurt.
By the way, Brian Hoyer to shut the fuck up. LeBron can like whoever the fuck he wants. Shut up. Does Brian Hoyer not realize he's Brian Hoyer? Anyway.
And you know how I feel about LeBron, so I loved it.
Which I'm sure at the tail end you're gonna get to his little pom pom thing he had popping off on Instagram and Twitter. Titans Redskins. Nobody gives a shit about this game. The Redskins are 1-5. The Titans are 2-4, and they're both equally horrible.
I got Titans. No, I'm sorry.
I got Redskins, man.
I got Redskins. I'm sorry.
That's what you get for hiring a coach just because he's John Gruden's brother.
He's not John. He's just Gruden.
Yeah. Anyway, Seahawks Rams. I have Seahawks coming back with a vengeance. They're gonna be hot.
Yeah. Seattle's gonna win that game. That's gonna be a blowout.
Panthers Pack. Man. You know what? That is an intriguing game this week. I might watch some of that. I'm picking Packers, man.
All right. I'm going with Panthers.
Next up, I hate even saying this. Saints, and then the Lions.
Oh my. Saints win that game.
I got Lions winning that game. I have Drew Brees being under duress the whole damn game.
Where's Megatron at, man?
I don't know. Whatever. What have the Saints done with that horrible defense?
Yeah, whatever. You're right. They lost the Cowboys. That's what they done.
Another game that is bad. The Bills, which seem to be somehow slightly rejuvenated with Kyle Orton, versus the Vikings. I'm going Buffalo.
I'm going Minnesota.
Jaden Peterson playing this week? No.
Nope.
Falcons, Ravens.
I got Ravens.
I got Ravens actually by a lot. I got the Ravens winning by like 14, 18.
Ravens score 31.
D. Smith for 2 touchdowns. Chiefs, Chargers. This is a divisional game. These two teams hate each other. I mean, they hate each other. I'm going Chargers, man. They're coming off a bye. Phillip Rivers is in rare form with his ugly-ass throwing motion. He still gets the ball to the receiver. And Eddie Royal is a little big man. Next game up, Cards, Raiders.
Cards win that one.
I have the Cardinals also.
Blowout,
yes. Well, it's in the black hole, but
blowout.
I have up next. I have 49ers Broncos.
That might be an interesting game.
Broncos, man.
I've got the Broncos. That's going to be a good game, though, I think.
That is the Sunday night game, which technically the next game I'm about to announce should be flexed to the Sunday night game because the rest of the nation cares about the Dallas Cowboys. Ladies and gentlemen, Tom Jackson said it best. Former Denver Bronco great from the 70s and 80s said it best. The NFL is just better when the Cowboys are good. This game should be game of the week. Really? Cowboys Giants. Oh well, you know what? I just now saw the Cowboys Giants is on Fox. So you know who's gonna be calling that game, right?
Joe Buck
And Troy Aikman.
and Troy Aikman.
And typically, you know, last week was an aberration.
Cowboys
We
lose
typically lose when Troy Aikman
with
calls
Troy Aikman.
because Troy Aikman actually hates the franchise he won 3 Super Bowls with for some odd reason. I don't know. Still lives in Dallas. He just hates the Cowboys.
Because he's part of that conspiracy.
What you was talking about a couple weeks ago.
A couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Real quick.
Why can you do me a favor, man? Because I'm not there for the local radio. Can you call the radio stations where Troy's on and ask a question like, why do you hate the Cowboys so much, and why do you hate Tony Romo so much?
I can see what I can do. I might give my boys Sean and RJ a quick hit up, see if they can find that information out for me if I can't get it done. I know they can get it done.
Is it not? I mean, I'm not the only one that notices Troy Aikman. Like it's like he, at every turn, he discounts anything that the Cowboys do.
It's because you don't want them to outshine his dynasty.
That's impossible. We're not
It
going
is
to.
impossible. It is impossible, but you know, people don't want another. He doesn't want another Super Bowl there because he was the last one to win the Super Bowl. Anyhow, real quick, I want to discuss something real quick, Sam. Can we get away from those Thursday night football games? Besides this last Thursday night football game, they have all been blowouts. Blowouts.
This one will be too. Patriots Jets. It will.
Yeah. And people that are crying, the NFL players are complaining, we don't get enough rest, yada, yada, yada. Motherfucker, you're off the next Sunday. Bro, get all the rest you need. Basketball play, you know, left and right, left and right. Baseball players, they play left and right, left and right. Hockey players play left and right, left and right. I mean, get over yourself, man. Y'all play 16 fucking games a season. Quit bitching and crying about it, man. Let's just play ball.
Off season in all the sports.
Yeah, but,
we're football fans. We know.
Yeah, I honestly believe though we need to get rid of that Thursday night football game, anyways, because they're boring. They're boring.
I agree. I think they should have kept the format they had for the past 3 years. Why did Thursday night football start the first week of the fucking season? 3 years ago, it started a week before Thanksgiving. Now, CBS bought the rights. Greedy motherfuckers. Unless you're going to hire us.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We love you if that's the case.
Yeah. But it is boring. I personally don't watch the Thursday night games.
I can't name a time where I said, oh man, Thursday night football, I can't wait.
Unless the Cowboys are playing, I'm not watching.
Yeah, that Thursday night's Thanksgiving. That's the only time they really play on Thursday night.
And it's not even a night, I don't think.
It's not even a night. Yeah, it's not even a night. 3 o'clock normally.
But Thursday night games, Thanksgiving Day games have been played forever. Which, by the way, the rest of the league is pissed because Dallas has a lock on Thanksgiving. They want it to be more fair as far as a rotation of years, and Dallas has had it under its grips for the past 20-something years.
Yeah, as far back as I can basically remember almost.
So yeah, they're mad about something. It's grumbling with other owners being mad at Jerry Jones.
I mean,
on Thanksgiving Day games.
What would Thanksgiving be without seeing the Cowboys in their throwback Thanksgiving uniforms, or the Lions in their throwback uniform, or even Green Bay in a throwback uniform? What would Thanksgiving be without that? I mean, when you think of turkey and hams and yams and all that, you think of football. You think of
eating a nap and watching the Cowboys.
And then going outside and probably playing some football.
Well, no. Nowadays, just going to sleep, getting ready to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning for Black Friday.
Right, you ain't lied about that.
Anyway, because you can find good deals on Black Friday. People, if you don't know, you can get a PlayStation 4 controller this year probably for $20.
And don't sleep on Cyber Monday, because Cyber Monday is a beast too.
Correct.
But
Just
anyhow,
a quick tidbit. We got one more game. But neither one of us cares. It's a battle of 3-3 teams. But one 3-3 team is better than the other, and that's the Texans and the Steelers. The Steelers are going this direction. Their defense is ancient.
are we seeing the demise, the fall of the big man himself, Big Ben?
Yeah. Yeah, we are, man. Talk to the people 1 second.
Can Big Ben not carry himself, carry the team like he used to? Romo has had to try to carry a team. You know, there's all these quarterbacks that need to try to carry a team. But yeah, now we have Big Ben, who is not allowing his team to win or put them in the situations to win as well. But I honestly believe that we are seeing the fall of Big Ben and the quarterback situation there in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. I wholeheartedly agree.
You say again?
I said I 100% agree with you.
And you asked earlier, was the coach again? I can't think of his name. Was he going to be let go? I don't.
Mike Tomlin.
Say again.
Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin. Yeah, I'm more absolute, bro. I don't think that he'll be let go simply because, like I said, they've had what three or four coaches in the past 30, 40 years, whatever. But there definitely is going to be some kind of changes going on there in Pittsburgh as well. Who knows? I used to like Big Ben. I used to like him a lot these last few seasons, and he just fell off a little bit to me.
Ken, real quick, this is just a little tidbit that just crossed my mind before we get up out of here, man. Romo's not the fastest. He's not dynamic, but he has escapability. Can we get that move patent? You know, can we get a patent on that move?
On that little backspin.
Crazy.
If I'm a defensive coordinator, defensive end coach, lineman coach, and I'm having to come up against the Cowboys, I am going to have my quarterback trying to imitate that spin in practices and drills so we can understand what we're going to be coming up against, or try to understand what we're going to be coming up against. Because Romo doesn't have 7, 8 different moves. Romo has 2 moves.
Yeah.
He's going to spin to the left, or he's going to spin to the right.
No. 3 moves. His patented duck to his knees and pop up.
Oh,
you know how he does?
Yeah, he ducks down.
Yeah.
He comes up. Yeah.
Patented that move also.
Yeah.
It's not pretty to look at, but he's done it every season. So it's a habit now. And the funny thing about it, the funniest thing I find about that is they asked the backup quarterback and Russell Wilson during Seahawks practice to simulate that move, and he still couldn't stop it.
Still couldn't stop it.
What it is the defenders are coming in with so much force and momentum. They're trying to hit him to hurt him. Really, I would if I was on defense. If you take him down, we have Brandon Whedon filling in. So I think I'd be trying to hurt Romo. I mean, not injure him, but hurt him. Rattle his cage a little bit, which that hit to the sternum. Had that been any other quarterback in the league, people, there'd have been a flag on that play.
Oh, flag, hand, bam. Hell yeah, it would have been a flag.
That was bullshit.
Yeah,
I was mad about that.
Yeah, that was definitely a late hit. The ball had been out of his hands for I don't know how long. I wish I could pull the video up and show it to the viewers that are watching, but just go back and I'm sure some of y'all saw. I'm sure everybody watched the game.
Yeah.
Definitely a late hit. We're talking about when he got the wind knocked out of him. But yeah, I mean, it looked a lot worse than I guess what it really was, because I thought he was hurt.
Him him and Cam Newton don't get any calls.
They don't get none.
Cam Newton gets destroyed.
They're very similar to what Michael Vick used to get done to.
Yeah. Oh. But it shouldn't be because neither one of Cam Newton's not a run first quarterback.
No, not at all.
But Michael Vick kind of was.
They wouldn't give him no calls. Newton and Romo, they get no calls. Let it be Boyd. Yeah, let it be Brady, Manning, Rodgers, Flacco, Matty Ice. I mean, it really almost anybody.
Drew Brees.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They thought that yellow hanky is coming out. Romo gets punished, and they let it happen. I don't know why. Maybe the umps hate Jerry. I don't know. Yeah. And no, this is not a bias. Panda knows I'm straight. I'm real with it. I am. You know, I'm real when it comes to my observation of what I see happening. And they do not throw flags for LeBron James. Real quick, let's switch gears, man. I mean, we're extremely Cowboy heavy. Can you talk about, first of all, your boy LeBron setting a pick? He set a pick on his own teammate.
He had a flashback, man. Get him, man. He had a flashback. I don't know if he was trying to be funny, or did he actually have a flashback of, oh, there goes Norris Cole. I got to go set this pick. My dude set a pick for Norris Cole, who plays on the Miami Heat. Mind you, guys, LeBron made a second decision, and he's now Cleveland Cavalier again. Set a pick for Norris Cole. I was looking at that, and I said, did he run into his teammate, or did he really just set a pick? I had to rewind it and saw that he set a pick, and it wasn't no light pick. It was a hard pick. But, you know, nevertheless.
It won't happen for the rest of the season. I don't know what was going. He had a lapse. I don't know what it was.
And I guarantee you, in the field room, I wish I could have been there for that.
They were killing him. What? Can you explain real quick? Because you know, basketball season's creeping upon us.
I told you 2 weeks ago it was coming.
It's creeping upon us. And I'm amped just because the Mamba's back.
The who?
Because honestly, I'll be honest with you, I don't start watching basketball until
football season.
Fucking January.
Yeah.
But now I'm intrigued. I want to see what Kobe looks like. I want to see what LeBron looks like, and there's a couple other teams out there that intrigue me. But what the fuck is wrong with Chris Bosh running his mouth, talking about LeBron's gonna have a hard time meshing with Kevin Love? Look, Bosh, they love you, bro, but you ain't Kevin Love. You ain't a 2020 guy, and haven't been since you left Orlando. I mean,
Toronto. Yeah. And the only reason why he was a 2020 guy there is because it was him and those 4 other guys.
Yeah.
I can't tell you who all played. If it was Chris Bosh, Dylan.
Right.
I can't tell you who played for Toronto. You're the only guy there.
What's his fucking deal?
The issue is, I mean, women like to run their mouth, bro. That's plain and simple. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can come up with. I mean, he's hating. He's hurt. He's probably more hurt now than he was when they lost that first championship and he was on his knees crying. He's hurt. He is butthurt and heartbroken that LeBron left him. It was a bad breakup. Real quick, I also want to get into the Oklahoma City Thunder. You're going to see an NBA record set.
Tell him what my prediction was for shots.
I don't remember what the prediction was.
60
shots a game. Yeah, I was lowballing, said 50. You said 60. Russell Wilson is going to be. I hope he's ambidextrous because that right arm is going to be sore because he's going to be jacking them jumpers up. He's going to be passing to himself for a shot.
Yo,
He's going to be throwing his own alley-oops.
Look, Russell Wilson is going to make sure he is Offensive Player of the Week every fucking week.
Every week. Every week. Russell Wilson, Oklahoma City, I'm sorry, but for 6 to 8 weeks.
Russell Westbrook.
I mean, we have Russell Westbrook, I'm sorry. For 6 to 8 weeks, minimum.
Yeah.
Westbrook.
Look,
it's shooting.
Look.
He was already shooting.
I am actually going to watch Oklahoma City Thunder games now because what you are going to see, ladies and gents, is a point guard take the ball. He's going to inbound it to himself. Run 40 yards and dunk.
No, he's going to throw alley-oop to himself and then dunk.
You're going to swear to God you are watching a live version of NBA Street, the video game this upcoming season. Russell Wilson, KD's his brother.
Westbrook.
Go ahead.
No, Russell Westbrook. You said Wilson just like I did.
Sorry, yeah, Westbrook. I'm sorry. Russell Westbrook, when he found out KD went down,
oh, shit.
In his subconscious, he goes, Jesus, take the wheel.
Yeah. That's
it's about to be on and popping.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to shoot this ball 60 damn times a game.
Yeah.
If you thought he took more shots than KD when KD was playing, what the fuck do you think is going to happen with him not on the court?
It's a wrap. I mean, this dude is going to be shooting, and then still shooting.
Russell Westbrook is going to make Kobe Bryant look like freaking
LeBron James.
Yeah. No. Are you taking a shot right now?
No, I'm being honest because LeBron wants to pass for us before he shoots.
Okay.
But Russell Westbrook is going to make Allen Iverson look like Jason Kidd.
He's gonna make Carmelo Anthony look like Steve Nash.
In case y'all don't get it, we're naming some of the ball hogs, some of the great ball hogs of all time.
Right.
Shout out to AI, probably one of the best point guards, dribbling wise and all that. I mean, one of the greatest point guards ever played the game. Anyhow,
he was only point guard in position. He didn't play real point guard.
No, yeah. But not a lot of them do. There's a couple of them that do. Chris Paul. Real quick, I'm anxious to see. I don't like this team at all. I'm anxious to see what the Derrick Rose, the Chicago Bulls are going to do with Derrick Rose. See if he can play a full 82 games. I'm not suspecting that he does. He gets hurt every year. He is my Greg Oden of a point guard. But let's see what he's going to do.
No. That's horrible. I 100% disagree with that.
He's very injury prone.
Yeah, but
very injury prone.
But he's made far more of an impact than Greg Oden ever wished he could.
I'm just meaning injury-wise. He gets hurt every freaking year. He gets hurt.
Okay. Because when healthy, Derrick Rose is the top 5 player in the whole NBA. So Greg Oden.
Top 5 player or top 5?
Greg Oden is number 13 on the bench.
You're right. 14. 14 on the bench. Because he's behind them with the camera.
Oh, real quick. In the what the fuck moment of this young, budding beginning of the NBA, Michael Beasley left the Memphis Grizzlies. He just signed with them to go play in China. What?
Beasley ain't got it all. You didn't know that? That dude is full retard himself. I'm sorry to say that, but his ass is crazy. His ass ain't got it all, man. He don't have it all. He had an opportunity to play with the Heat, man, and how can you not elevate your game when you got the greatest player on the planet Earth playing besides you? You also got Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Ray Allen. You got superstars around you. How do you not develop your game and become the great player that everyone suspected? I'm not gonna lie. I suspect him to be a great player coming out of college.
He was no. He remember he was Michael Beasley.
Yeah, Beasley. Beasley. And bro, you is.
I mean, his frame. He was supposed to be what Griffin is.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be Blake Griffin. And he's not. Anybody, his brain is something's missing in his brain. But he went to go play in China, along with T-Mac and Stephon Marbury, with some other NBA cast-offs, are now playing in China. But if you didn't know, T-Mac came out of retirement, and he's playing in China now.
Yeah, but I'm excited, man. To me, this is getting to be the best time of the year. Football.
Baseball's wrapping up.
Yeah, thank God for that. I wouldn't be saying that if my Texas Rangers were still in it, but thank God baseball's wrapping up. I mean, I can give a fuck about that right now. You talking about a sport they need to shorten the time frame? God almighty, man.
By at least 30 games.
Minimum. I'm 60 games wrapping up. You're 160 with 164 games, 162, 184, 162, 154 games. That's a lot of ball playing, man. But
you know what? We need to do a show about our dislikes about each sport, sans hockey, because we don't even fuck with that too heavy. But there's a lot to dislike about baseball, basketball, and the NFL, and we need to do a show based on that.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Please tune into the next show because you just heard what it's going to be, the dislikes about the sports. Tune in. Y'all tell us what y'all dislike about the sports as well, so we can discuss that also. There's a few ways you can watch us. You can watch us live. You can watch us on YouTube. You can even watch the rebroadcasting as well on Facebook. Plenty of ways to watch it. You can also Twitter us. You see his handle at Oxford, and you see mine as well. Again, appreciate that for tuning in. Anything you got to say?
Once again, man, thanks for showing up. It's week number 9, man. Next week will be obviously 10. Let's get it done, man. I on my behalf, I'm in it for the long haul. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah, I'm in it here till they shut us down again. But great show tonight, Sam. I appreciate you guys again for tuning in. Until next time, holla.